Don't you wonder why Yahweh's Torah is so offensive to people in their natural fleshly state? Isn't it? If you're in the commandments, right? It is offensive. I'm going to the lobster buffet after this. Commandments. Mess with my lobster. It's because it shows what? It shows their fallenness. It convicts them of the condemnation that's justly reserved for them. That's what it is. Yet for us, on the other side of redemption, the Torah shows us the way to holiness. It helps us create distance. That's what I love about the Torah. It helps me create distance and set up boundaries from the encroaching evil and the old man that wants to walk back into my life. It's like I'm putting up all these walls against the old life. That's what the Torah is. It creates distance from the world, from the carnality, from all of your old habits, from the old man just getting up and walking right back into your life. That's what the Torah does. It protects you from the encroaching evil. Who wouldn't want to be protected from the encroaching evil? That old man that wants to walk back in, and the world at large that just wants to walk right over you like a steamroller. The Torah is a harbor for holiness. It's an anchor of hope in a what? Port of destruction. I mean, we live in this port of destruction called the world. But I want to be in the harbor of hope with an anchor of holiness. That's what the Torah is. It's the very litmus test, if you ask me, of a life led by the Spirit. But you have got to understand, we're talking about the book of the covenant Torah. That's Spirit. Otherwise, you're going to end up in superstition, 613 commandments, and a bunch of outward what? Play acting. Dress up for Purim, Hanukkah, and everything else. I've got a great tallit I'd love to sell you. It's got about 10 ounces of silver all around the crown. And seats so long you'll trip over them. Come see me if you want it. I'll sell it to you for a lot of money. But if the Ruach HaKodesh dwells in us, we're no longer in the flesh, but we are in the Spirit. In Romans 7:14, it says, the law is spiritual. It is. But you've got to rightly divide what kind of law we're talking about. The book of the law certainly isn't spiritual. It's carnal. Added because they transgressed. But the covenant, that is spiritual. The book of the covenant is spiritual. So living in the Spirit must include conformity to Yahweh's Torah if we are truly revived by the Holy Spirit. And that's what he's communicating. The Torah actually allows us to see something, does it not? And this is the magnificent glory. The Torah allows us to see if we're in alignment with the Creator's will. Doesn't it? Are you in alignment with the Creator? Well, what is your heart? What is your bent towards the Torah, the covenant, and the Spirit? This is really Paul drilling down to a religious people that are getting caught up in the Jewish traditions as the Jews are now starting to come back after the ban, coming back to Rome. They've really got into the whole Judaic, and now there's the Romish influence, and he is literally telling them the truth and clearly and succinctly communicating, hey, this is a litmus test. You can see how your walk is with Yahushua by applying and looking at these principles.